I was calling you Denzel. Is that correct?
Actually, it's Denzel.
Oh, no, is it really?
Yeah, but...
So was your dad Denzel?
Well, he was Denzel. And... yeah. And I'm Denzel Jr. So my mother started calling me Denzel, just so, you know, she'd say Denzel and we both would show up.
Oh, I see.
So she started calling me
pronunciation
Denzel.
thing. Yeah.
But now you've...
Yeah.
But you've gone back to... So you're Denzel now?
No, I'm Denzel.
No, is that what I'm saying? Denzel.
Denzel.
Green.
No, Denzel.
That's all we have time for. No, seriously, Denzel.
Denzel.
Denzel, I'm right. It is Denzel.
Denzel.
OK. A little bit of trivia that I think a lot of people don't know is that Joanna Lumley...
Honestly, I am so flattered by that.
Jennifer Saunders. This is only show 2 back.
Just get on with it, Jonathan. I mean, Graham.
Jack, you got material on this show the last time, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Well, it was because you had Usher on. He was the other guest. And my parents were there, and I brought them along to the show, and I thought it would be a nice idea for me to introduce my dad to Usher, internationally acclaimed rap superstar.
He's
my
not a
dad
rapper, he's a singer.
your dad is? Sorry, hip-hop and soul R&B artiste. That's how I introduced him. Usher, my father. My dad asked Usher for directions to his seat, because he thought Usher was an Usher.
Who did you meet?
I went for a wee with Jennifer Aniston in New York. Yeah. And security wouldn't let me in the toilet, and I met her a year before with John Mayer. And she was like, "No, it's fine, you can come in." And we sat down, and I could hear her. And then through the cubicle, she's like, "So how are you, honey?" And I just called her Rachel. I'm fine, thank you, Rachel.
What does you look like?
Zoe Saldana.
And in fairness, here's a picture. I mean, it is, you know, it's...
Yeah.
Even you can see it.
I know. Yeah. Well, it happens when people to my face come and talk to me. People who I've known, like, for example, bless her heart, Victoria Beckham, who I've met a few times, OK? And we're in Soul Cycle in LA, and we're talking away, and this close, Jeff, OK? And she's, you know, she made a comment about, oh, it's so great that you're coming to Soul Cycle, even though you're, you know, pregnant. And I said, oh, no, I had the baby, actually, just a few months ago, thinking, oh, God, I obviously look rubbish. And then after a few more minutes of chatting, I realised that she thought I was somebody else. And I said, Vic, do you think that I'm Zoe Saldana? And she was absolutely mortified. Mortified. And, you know, it's all right, because obviously Zoe Saldana is an absolute rare beauty.
Yeah.
And, you know, but up close, come on.
Come on!
Yeah. And I'm English.
Next time.
It's pronounced Timothee.
It's whatever you'd like.
Because I always thought, I don't know if you guys, I thought it was Timothée because of the double E's at the end.
It's supposed to be, but you could say Doug, Alex, Rick, whatever works.
I like guests like this.
Doug Chalamet.
Remembering names is half my job.
Doug Chalamet back in the building.
Does not work as well.
There must have been mentions of a sequel between... It was 1982, wasn't it, when it came out? So between then and now, so why now, why not before?
I guess because Ryan wasn't available.
For many years, he wasn't available.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, not for 30 years. But they were waiting for me to grow up. But they decided to have to go ahead anyway. No, they finally came up with a good with the story. I read it, and I thought it was awesome. I thought it was great. And as I read it, I read about the character that Ryan?
It's Ryan.
Came to play, and I said, and with great enthusiasm, I called up the producers and I said, "This is great. I can't wait to get blah blah blah." And what a great part! Why don't we see if we can get
Ryan
Gosling?
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh, I don't know how to."
Gosling?
Gosling. Brian,
Yes. Good, you guys got
Ryan.
that. You got that on tape?
Ryan Gosling. And I said, why don't... This is a great part for Ryan Gosling.
Bryce, one of our good friends on the show, Jessica Chastain.
Yes.
She's talked about people thinking she's you, and it's happened to you.
And vice versa.
And in fairness, you do look quite alike. Here's Jessica. There's you. That's
I mean, it is what Jeff said, but it's like really, really, really true. Like it's very flattering to me. Like she's unbelievable.
But what I didn't understand was that it was happening before either of you were famous.
Yes. So I went to school in New York. I went to NYU, and Jess went to school in New York as well. She went to Juilliard, and there were many times, I remember this distinctly, there were many times, first time it happened, I went into a Starbucks, and where people would mistake me for someone named Jess. And so I went into a Starbucks, and I went up to the cashier, and I went to order something, and he was like, no, Jess, your drink's over there. And I was like, oh, no, I haven't ordered yet. And he was like, pfft. Like, what are you
That's so
trying
Jess.
to be like?
Well,
You're
so Jess.
toying with me. And I just remember being kind of like, it was like a little unnerving because he was so certain that we were the same person. And then a lot of friends, like later in years to come, would say, oh my gosh, there's this woman named Jessica Chastain, and you guys are, you could totally be sisters.
People often think that I'm you. I really don't. I don't see it. I mean, you've got grey hair and stuff.
Yeah, your hair is kind of receding a bit, so I don't see that. Why would they think we were this?
I get it a lot.
Actually, let's put us together.
Oh, I can see it.
I'm trying to look as much like you as I can.
Do you know, that's good!
Yeah. It's true. I had two women approach me at this gig, and one of them said, "You're Graham Norton, aren't you?" And I said, "No, I'm not." And she said, "Carl, you are." And the other one said, "Yes, just come on, you are," in a very forceful way. And I thought, I'm not, am I? Could that be him? And I've had a breakdown. I'm just wandering around thinking, yeah, but must have happened to me 6 or 7 times.
Really?
And when my baby was born, my mother-in-law said, "Oh, you know who he looks like? Graham Norton." And I thought, that couldn't happen, could it?
That's very unlikely.
No. I consider you're one foray into heterosexuality and you choose my girlfriend.
Bingo, a baby. Yeah.
It's men.
Yeah, hole in one. Something. Goal. I don't know what you say. Now, whenever about us being mistaken for people, so Josh Groban, famous all over the world, but it happens to you. You get mistaken for someone.
I do. Well, it honestly, like, depending on my angle, I can look like someone famous or I can look like a hobbit, depending on, like, how they like me. And they don't exist, so they wouldn't recognize me for that. I was at a concert once in we had this kind of music festival called Coachella, and I was backstage, and these 2 big kind of Rastafarian Jamaican dudes kind of came up to me, and they're like, "Hey, man, hey, can we get a picture with you, man?" I'm like, "Yeah, cool." I was thinking, expanding my audience. This is fantastic. Yeah. So I took the picture, and I'm like, did we get it okay? Is that okay? Did we blink? I was really excited about this photograph. And they walk away, and they're like, "Oh, man, yeah, James Blunt, man. It's James Blunt." We got it. I'm thinking, so close. So close.
But actually, I was looking at a picture. You do look a bit like him.
Yeah,
I can see
have a little...
It's the hair, then. You have a stronger brow.
Stronger...
I love that women in the audience going, no.
You're beautiful.